Hey guys, welcome back. Another episode of This War of Mine. We're gonna do days 6 through 10 today. We'll do. This is actually the night of day 5, so we're gonna go someplace a little different. We'll go to the either the Shelled School or St. Mary's Church. Just trying to figure out who goes where. Marco obviously Scavengers. Roman's gonna sleep because he needs it, and I'll have Katya guard. So Shelled School, we're done with the ruin block of flats, so we're gonna go to the Shelled School today. St. Mary's Church, Supermarket, Quiet House, those all have possible resistance, or they'll affect the group in a negative way. And so at this point in the game, I'm probably better off just going to the Shelled School. Looks like there's plenty of stuff that we need there, and I'm trying to remember if there was any resistance or not. There probably is, since this is the second place we're going now. But I don't know. There's only one way to find out, right? Let's go. Because we're going someplace new, I'm going to take the crowbar with me. And that's really all we need, I think, at this point. We can use it for defense, and we can use it to break into locks as well. So anytime you have a new place, the best thing to do is to scope out the area, try and see if you can see anybody here with you. That red circle usually means that there's either a person, or sometimes it's just rats. In this case, I think it's just rats. There are people here, though, I believe. Now that I'm here, I'm kind of remembering there were some people here, so I just want to scope it out and see if I can see anybody. Just because you can't see someone doesn't mean they're not there. Okay, so you hear the door close, that means there's someone here. And I need to be really careful. Alright, at this point, I pretty much have everything I need to bring back with me. I should really head for the door, but I'm going to try and take a chance. It's really late. I need to be back latest 5 a.m., otherwise I get stuck. It takes me longer to get back because I have to hide from snipers. I don't actually have to do that manually. It does it. It just says like you'll be delayed or something. And it takes you a little longer to get back to the house when the day starts. So what I'm basically going to do here is I'm going to go through the entire place, and I'm going to make sure there's no resistance. Like, this guy seems harmless. Make sure there's nothing important that I need right now that I can't wait until tomorrow night when I come back. So here's a couple more people just hanging out. So you see that hand symbol on the rubble pile? That basically means that it's all public. You can search it. It doesn't belong to anybody. But you see how there's medication and stuff in here? If I take this, it's going to affect their moods. Like, when I get back, they're going to say, oh, you know, I can't believe Marco took everything, left them with nothing, kind of thing, you know? So I'm just going to break this lock. So it's just something to keep in mind, you know, depending on what your moods are now. If everybody was already depressed, I probably wouldn't have taken those bandages. Unless I absolutely needed them to take them to keep them alive, you know what I mean? Otherwise, I would just take care of their moods first, and then take that stuff. Doesn't always work out that way, though. The moods in this game are very difficult to try and figure out. You have to do something to make them happy first before you do something like that. So I'm just going to go through the rest of the house. There's a refrigerator there. I already know I need a saw blade. And there's the other symbol there. That symbol all the way to the left is like a hand, you know, grabbing something, picking something up or whatever. That means it's personal property. So it means if there were people around when I took that, they would probably resist. I'd probably meet some resistance. So, alright, I didn't make it back in time. So now you see what happens. It's just going to take a little longer to get back. So that's fine. We'll just move on. Let's keep going with day 6. So you can see now the night was calm, and Katya is feeling a little sick. So when they say that they're feeling slightly sick like that, you can just give them herbal medicine. You don't have to waste an entire bottle of pills. You might have to give them a couple of doses. You can only do 1 dose a day, but you might have to give them a couple of doses to clear that up. Or sometimes if you just get them enough rest, it'll clear up on its own. As long as they don't progress and start to get sick, you go from slightly sick to sick, then you need to address it with pills. And that's basically it. So you can see, I'll show you. You see how we can't build anything? That's because we don't have anything, because Marco isn't back yet. So this is what happens when you don't make it back in time. You have to wait for Marco to get back to put all this stuff that he gathered last night in your inventory. All right, so Marco's back now. It's about I think 8:30 in the morning. So that's how long it takes when you stay out too late. And now everything he collected should be in our inventory, which means we can build things. So I'm gonna have Katya build a boiler so we can get some heat in this place. So we don't have to worry about everybody getting sick if it's too cold, you know. So Marco Roman was hurt, slightly wounded. Now that we have the bandages, I'm gonna get him some bandages. We have somebody at the door. I don't think it's a trader, so let's see who it is. So this looks like the guy. He found an airdrop. He needs help. The rebels missed it. He wants us to help him bring it back to his house. You can pause it there if you want to read the whole thing. But basically, we're gonna help him, and maybe we'll get something out of it. We're gonna start securing this place, so we're gonna board up some of the holes. The reason that we want to do this is it helps them when you get raided all the time. They become sad, like, you know, there's no hope. We're gonna get raided and killed. So, you know, that's actually how it works. So we want to try and board the place up. You can do it 3 times to get the place, you know, at the max. So it's random. You just you craft the board up, and it'll decide where it goes. When he's done now, you'll see everything is there's no daylight coming through, so he basically boarded up that part of the house. So it's already 4:20 p.m. You know what? I just made some water real quick because we always need water. We need that for moonshine and food. And now I'm going to build some saw blades because I almost ran out of time again. I forgot that we need some saw blades because we're going to go back to the school tonight. And there were a couple of doors that were locked, you know, with iron bars. So we're going to take our saw blade with us. We'll get in there and we'll see what they're hiding behind the locked doors. And you know what? Since we basically have nothing to do now the rest of the night, I can just click end day and we can start scavenging early. Okay, so you can see now we have opened up a few more options for ourselves. We have the military outpost, which we really just do a lot of trading with. They want alcohol and cigarettes, so we can get weapons from them. Semi-detached house. The church is still there. We haven't gone there yet. You're not necessarily going to get to all these places either. Depends on how long the game lasts and how many days you survive for. So, but we're not done with the school yet. Let's try and get through that. So let's prepare for what we need. We know we need the razor. We know we need the hacksaws, the razor blades. We know we need the hacksaw blade. I was only able to make 1. I didn't have enough supplies to make 2, but that's fine. And then I don't think we need the crowbar, so let's just head there and see what happens. All right, this is the first area that we come across that's locked up. We only have the 1 saw blade, so I'm gonna try and get in there, see what's behind the locked door. And what I'm gonna do also is this is gonna be my staging area. So the top 2 floors above me have already been scavenged. So now what I'm going to do is I'll use this as my staging area, empty out my inventory, and then I'll start hitting the lower floors below me. There's a lot of stuff here, a lot of building supplies, which is actually good because as we go on now to the next place, there might be less. The supermarket is usually a very good place to get stuff, but you know, as you go on, you'll find less and less of this stuff. So need to be careful and make sure we have the right, make sure that we stockpile as much as we can. Alright, I've scavenged all the floors below me. I haven't had any issues. There's been no resistance. It was easy. I got a lot of great stuff. Stuff's all going to come in handy. We're actually doing really good, so let's see what else we can find here. Alright, I think that guy upstairs is following me, so I'm going to just close this door. Maybe if he doesn't see me, he won't bother me too much. I don't want him to see me going through the stuff. I'm not sure how he's going to react. So you can see now, even these places down here seem to have less and less stuff. when you see these magnifying glasses, you want to click on them. Sometimes they'll give you clues. Like this is telling me now that there is now a secret place, a hidden place by the refrigerator that wouldn't have shown up if I didn't read that. Also, you could see those two people that were sitting there. They had some stuff by them. I'm not going to take that stuff because they'll probably react poorly to it. So this is the hidden stuff. Not too bad. I'll take it. And now let's go to the food. Grab all of that. And honestly, at this point, I think we'll fill up our inventory with what we need, and we'll head back and we'll finish this night. Come back with a hacksaw blade and check out what's hidden at the other end there. All right, day 7. You can tell by this image we're still at the Outbreak of Crime chapter, so we should really expect to be raided more often, regardless of who we have guarding at night. Let's see. Okay, so we were raided, and they did manage to steal some stuff, but nobody is injured, so that's always a good thing. So you can tell by the way they're walking now that they need some attention. They're a little tired. So what we're going to do is we'll feed Katya, and I'm going to get Roman to bed, Marco to bed. We need Marco to stay, we need Marco to keep from getting exhausted, because it takes forever for him to scavenge once he gets exhausted. So we'll put him to bed. He'll be fine by the next time the next night comes. We're going to feed Katya. She's eating. I'll bring Roman down, and what I'll do is I'll use Roman to start building, I think. So we know we need at least one hacksaw blade. We have enough now to make it, and I'll do that, and we'll be good. What I'll do is now I'll have Katya make some food to feed Roman, see if we can feed everyone, and we'll see who shows up today. Maybe Franco will come back and we can do some trading. So I'm going to have Katya make a radio. Radios are kind of important because you can follow along with the news if there's any news concerning the war and what's happening. And also, the music helps them with their moods as well. So I went ahead and made another bed. So I'm going to have Roman, this way we could have 2 people sleep during the day and 1 person work. Doesn't look like we're getting any visitors today, so we'll just keep building. So while Marco's eating, I'm going to have Roman play around with the radio a little bit so you can see that they give you news about what's happening around the area as far as the war. You'll also learn if what's in high demand, if cigarettes are in high demand, alcohol, or something like that. So this is one type of music that you can play, and then there's classical music, which I kind of prefer because it gets a little crazy when you're trying to play and concentrate on the game with that other music playing. So you don't really hear it all the time like this. It's really just because we just set it. So that's pretty much it. I'm going to end the day here, and let's get back to scavenging. All right, this is going to be a quick one. I'm just going to assign everybody their positions. We're going to go jump into that room that needs to be that's locked up. Take our hacksaw blade, and let's see what's in there. So more than likely there's going to be vegetables in here. That's the vegetable garden, by the way. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to go in here. I'm going to grab what's in the vegetable garden and gather up whatever else is here. Throw it in my inventory real quick and head back to the base. There isn't really much else to do here. All right, day 8. Let's see. Alright, it looks like we've been raided and nobody was hurt. Katya is exhausted, so let's get her to bed. Unfortunately for Katya, Franco's here, so we need to do some trading. Sorry, Katya. We're just going to work out a quick deal here. I think this looks fair. We'll just try and massage it a little bit and try and get as much as we can for our money. Really want to get materials, building materials, but yeah, I think that's all we're gonna get. So let's end this. Get Katya back to bed as soon as we can. She's so tired she doesn't know which way to go in the door. So we're going to do something a little different tonight. We're not actually going to scavenge. We're going to have everybody stay in. What we're going to do is we'll have Katya sleep since she needs it the most. And we'll have the other two guys guard for us. This is something that you have to do now and then. It's not a big deal. Tomorrow we'll get caught up. We'll get everybody fed and, you know, let everybody sleep and whatnot. So here's something that's pretty cool. You could actually feed someone. Like Marco is exhausted right now, so it would take forever for me to wake him up and get him upstairs to eat on his own. So I had Katya make some food, and she can actually bring it to him and feed him. So we're gonna get him completely caught up on his food and get him back in bed and let him sleep, and then we'll take care of you know, the rest of them as far as resting and eating and stuff goes. Alright, we're going to end the night. And let's see. We'll have the usual spots. We'll have Marco go and scavenge. This is probably going to be the last scavenge for the school. I'm just basically going to go and hit this spot where I have everything hidden. I've gone through the entire place now, and this is all that's left. It's mostly building materials and lumber, which is good because we can use the lumber to make some further upgrades. And we'll take those electrical components too, maybe. I think what you want to do is you want to try and figure out, this is probably the last time I'm going to be back here, so I don't mind losing that stuff that's in there. And that is pretty much going to be it for the shelled school. So we move on to day 10. We're still in the outbreak of crime chapter. So that picture hasn't changed. Let's see if we were raided. And we were indeed raided. And this time Roman was slightly wounded. Not a big deal. We can take care of that. We have bandages for him. So first thing I want to do is I want to get Marco to bed and maybe get Katya to eat some food. So real quick before Katya actually eats anything, we're going to have her upgrade our workshop. This will be the final upgrade for the workshop. It'll be maxed out after this, at this point. So it'll open up everything to us that we can build with the workshop. So some of the stuff that you can build, I know, is a distillery and a reinforced door as well. So let's see, once it's built, I'll show you a couple of things. There's the distiller that makes pure alcohol. That's good for trading and you can use to make bandages and stuff. And that's the reinforced door. So the deal with the reinforced door is it has an alarm on it. So you can have everyone sleep at night. And then if somebody tries to break in, the alarm will go off. And it'll alert everyone. So they'll be able to protect the place. So I need electrical components for that, so I'm just going to go through the rest of our stuff here. I think the only thing I have left that's still hidden is the electrical component, so I'll use that for the door. So we'll probably get to that in the next episode. We're at day 10 already, so I'll be back with days 11 through 15, I guess. And we'll keep going here. So far, so good. I really like the way this is going. I have some high hopes. Maybe we'll get some help in the next episode. We'll get a fourth person here to help us protect this place at night, and more people can rest while other people build and all that. So even though it's under the mouth to feed, it is good to have 4 people. And that's pretty much going to be it for this episode, guys. Thank you very much for watching. Always appreciate the views and the likes and comments on these videos. And I will see you guys for the next one.